I don't trust this guy.
Again, Stark's brother is in the opening of the show, which makes me think he's still alive.
True.
Never mind. That kid looks like Stark's older brother.
Yep.
He looks like the guy from the opening, who I thought was Stark's older brother because he looks like the guy we got a flashback to before. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and we are here with episode 15 of Frieren. But before we get into that, first I got a couple of comments. First up is Yamuzu. If I've said that wrong, correct me. From the Patreon, from the episode Winter in the Northern Lands. Just a small correction. When Kraft said he did not meet another elf for 300 years, Theta said that was 100 years earlier than her village was destroyed. Frieren's village was destroyed over 1,000 years ago when she met Flamme. We know that because in episode 4, Frieren says, "Even after 1,000 years, I am still dancing in my master's palm." So she met Flamme at least that long ago. Also, for the German lesson of the day, Kraft means power. Also, the city they are traveling to is called Obrest, outermost. Sorry, parentheses means outermost. With the German B looking symbol in the name being a letter that only exists in the German alphabet, called a sharp S, which basically makes a double S sound. Osserst? Osserst? Ausserst? I've always pronounced that word as a B, so obviously I've been doing it wrong. Woe betides my German teacher of 2 years. But, double S sound. Double S B.
Yeah.
Aus. Aussers? Sorry, you
Well,
can't
that
see.
hurt.
I just appreciate that you can't see what I'm reading, so just for you,
Yep.
I'm just going crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just another comment of Theta was wrong. To be fair, though, by Price is Right rules, I'm still not wrong. I am just slightly incorrect. Look, if you didn't grow up with Price is Right, then maybe it doesn't mean anything to you. But I remember growing up watching it and being like, go grocery shopping with my mom and things like that as a kid, playing Price is Right with over under on how much the grocery bill is going to be, that sort of thing. So Price is Right is always in my mind when guessing numbers.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Price is Right rules are good.
All right. Next up, we got Kelvin Cawthorne from the Patreon, the episode A Real Hero. Oh, cool. We got one that said I was wrong, and the next one starts with Justin is right. What we learned was that elves in general aren't typically romantically inclined as a species. The exact line was, elves may live a long time, but across the board, we lack romantic feelings and reproductive instincts. We're quite, sorry, we're quietly going extinct. Concerning the episode itself, I think Fern is projecting when she calls Stark a perv. Fern is thinking up perverted things in her head that she then attributes to Stark, thinking he's thinking the same thing. The grabby hands motion when he just wanted to help carry Frieren in the snow, for example. Awkward hand motions aside, I think from Stark's expression, straight faced, no blushing, etc., that he was 100% serious and just wanted to help. Fern, however, saw that grabby hands motion and got a perverted thought about it, and thus called Stark a pervert. Same thing with the clothes dissolving potion at the end of the episode. My dude just wanted to know what was in the bottle, and Fern starts calling him a pervert. Remember, they're both in their late teens, and guys aren't the only ones that can have perverted thoughts.
I completely agree with that statement.
I mean, to be fair, just because he's not blushing or making weird facial tics doesn't mean he couldn't be thinking perverted things.
We've seen his reaction to like too much attention and stuff like that.
No. I'm not saying that he is. I completely agree
Uh,
that he was probably completely straight-laced. I'm just saying that if just because you see somebody who's not making creepy faces, don't assume that they're not thinking creepy thoughts.
oh, 100%. He's had perverted thoughts. I just don't think in the moments where he's called out, those are the times.
I know I've said this a couple times on stream before, or on recordings. Anyway, I don't remember if I ever said it on stream. I have basically lived my entire life as though psychics were real. I mean, I don't believe in psychics or anything, but I've always shielded my thoughts in my own head. Like I try to not think of anything most of the time, and then I cut off stuff
Got it.
as though I'm not the only one who can hear this. So, just in the realm of if any of this it could get broadcast out there, no one's getting in here.
I am the exact opposite. If it's getting broadcast, I dare you to listen to my thoughts. It gets weird.
Well, yeah, no, I assume in the privacy of their own head, most people are fucking insane. But that's why I'm putting it out there. This was just an amendum to that thought that just
Of
because
course.
somebody looks fine on the outside, don't think they're not creepy as fuck on the inside. And
Oh,
I'm
one
throwing
million
that
percent.
I'm double throwing that out there that even though I'm protected against your fucking psychic powers, I know who you are. No, I'm not. I'm not that weird conspiracy guy. But you wouldn't know because you can't read my mind. Anyway, I'm just saying that even then, I still have those weird, creepy thoughts. You just wouldn't know it because I'm not. I'm actively trying to fight you, psychic people out there in the comment section. I just love the variance of trying to not be crazy, then saying a crazy thing every several seconds. No, you don't understand. They're stealing my socks every time I put them in the dryer. How else would you explain where they
Hey,
go?
hey, sock gremlins are real.
Look, I used to work for a large appliance repair place, right? I've opened a number of dryers. There's no mysterious place your socks go in the dryer. If your socks vanish, they just fucking vanish.
True. It's true.
I know a lot of people would like to think that the vent has some sort of weird back place or something that a bunch of socks will be trapped in. No, there's nowhere. The socks go nowhere.
In the machines, you find lint, not socks.
Yeah, it's not shredding your socks up into lint. That'd be a weird alchemical conversion for Full Metal Alchemist to go break down.
Weaponized clothing by shrinking to lint and then wielding lint.
The infinite pocket lint conversion. Anyway, going on a hard tangent here. How about you remind us of what happened last episode?
Absolutely. Last episode was all about cute relationship development stuff, where it was Fern's birthday, and Stark didn't get her anything, so she was all mad about it. But it turned out that he just wanted to be like, hey, get what you want. But he was too scared to say it. There was some advice given and some stealthily watching going on. The advice was from were- our priest friend, and Frieren was the one who was watching, where I think she just enjoys the show that's going on now between these two people dancing around each other. Then, as we got to travel, we discovered that the bracelet that Fern got is very similar to the ring that Frieren was given by Heimel. We were picked up by a weird green bird that was massacred, and we spent time restoring a wagon before we continued on. The horse was fine.
Well, injured, actually.
Yeah, but based off the standard of falling that far when being attached to a wagon with shrapnel would probably go flying everywhere on landing, the horse was fine.
Oh yeah, that classic standard that we all know.
100%. That standard's how I live my life, you know?
Yeah, that's the damage standard. If you're not that hurt, you don't go to the
Mhm.
doctor.
Yeah. You are not wrong on that whatsoever.
Anything else?
But
Or
yeah,
was that the end of the
oh, that
recap?
was it. That was the end of the recap.
Did we cover the ring and everything?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, anything else to add, or I guess estimate? I guess we really can't estimate what's going to come up this episode, other than it's going to be bad.
Yeah, apparently it's like one of the things was skipping over the town or something.
One of the things. No, that's what we talked about, that we may not know if they're going to go to the town we saw in the distance, considering the times that they've just jumped
Correct,
forwards a
because
year.
of the phrases at the end.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see. You read the top, I read the bottom.
Yeah,
You've got a better memory than me. I literally forget everything that they said the moment after that they're done on happening on screen because it's unconnected, just conversation bits. I think we had the conversation before
exactly.
about Detective Conan, where Detective Conan will give you a
Yes.
hint about what happens next episode by just showing you an item, and I think that's so much more
Yes, we did.
helpful in my brain because it's just like I gotta remember a hamburger or some. I don't know why I'm constantly using hamburger as the example for Detective Conan. Probably because I'm hungry every time we're recording. Not because Detective
Fair
Conan has
enough.
ever used a hamburger. Maybe they have. They have over 1,000 episodes, so I'm sure a hamburger has shown up once. But
Detective Conan is obsessed with hamburgers, confirmed.
I don't know. Maybe it might be a show to show you at some point. I know this is apropos of nothing here, but I was just thinking earlier today that it's a kind of a shame in this format that introducing you to anime, I can't really, or I don't foresee us being able to introduce you to the big three, because the big three were of their time, which is to say, an
Got
almost
it.
unending source of constant anime. Like One Piece, still ongoing, like 1,200 episodes. Well, it's one of the big three.
Yeah,
The other one is Bleach and Naruto. I think Boruto is going on right now, which is the story of Naruto's son. So that's how that's going on. And Bleach is
got it.
kind of got a resurgence at the moment where it's got like new animation, looks fucking amazing. And like Bleach ended, and then they brought it back like last year to do the new stories or everything that's been made in the manga since then. But the
Got
concept
it.
is just that's just so fucking long. We would never finish it if we started, even at a 4 episode a day pace. We would be here forever. It would be our only show on the channel.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
So yeah, the idea is that I would never really be able to introduce you to the things that got most people in anime because it's too long. I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe someday when we
We'll
get
see if that
through
happens.
everything else. All right. Any other
Yeah,
thoughts before we get into this?
no?
All right then. I guess we should go ahead and get into this.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, but before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra. I just noticed while I was clicking play that I believe this episode is 1 minute shorter than normal. It might be that I'm also just used to watching other. Nope, I'm wrong. I am just wrong. I was looking at it and remembering that I recorded some Crest of the Stars last night, or I guess Banner of the Stars last night. And Banner of the Stars has a
Got it.
25-minute runtime, or 25 and a half minute
Got it.
runtime, and this has a 24 and a half minute runtime. I just thought maybe last episode was
So is
that.
it common for a show that has the runtime per episode?
Depends. I mean, I guess anime is beholden to the same advertising breaks and everything else.
Makes
So
sense.
probably has to have a consistent amount of time. Kind of like the rules for movies, right? That movie, it's only considered a film if it's over 90 minutes. That maybe it's only fit for air if it's over 24 minutes.
Fair enough. Yeah, I forgot rule.
Ah, crap, I missed it. I was going to look at that scene where they split the world and they show the sides of the party. So I forgot to see if there was any other party members there that we might not have seen.
It's been another year. We're at 29.
No, we were at 29 last time.
Okay. Oh.
フリーレンたちは旅をしてどのくらいになるんだ
But we're certainly not outside of a walled city.
No.
俺は1年くらいだな。
そうかなあこのパーティーには足りないものがあるなんだと思う
Let's see what he says.
魔法使いも僧侶も揃っているし。
A hero?
フリーレン様がミ
Oh,
ミックに
right
引
there.
っかかるので。うひょー。
There's one of those falling into mimics again.
違う足りないのはもっと重要なものだ年上のお姉さんだよ
I should have known.
に一人くらいはいるだろう
Here we go.
大人のお姉さんがさ
そうかな。
フリーレンがいるでしょうが。
やだお姉さんじゃないもん
すごく辛そう。悪かったね。
次の村が見えてきたぜ。
So it's funny, I literally just said, oh, I missed the opening bit where I wanted to see if there was going to be a new party member. And instantly we start with, let's talk about a new party member, maybe.
They're all just really tired.
息はありますね。
They had a long night of partying.
どういうことだ。みんな眠ってる。
I mean, not everyone, the animals are fine.
次の村に行こうか。
Yep.
フリーレン様、怒りますよ。
Let's head to the nice village. What, and just leave them all here?
呪いだな
やっぱりか。面倒だね。
なあフリーレン。呪いって何なんだ。
魔物や魔族が使う魔法の中には
Okay.
人を眠らせたり
Little
石にしたり
exposition.
するものがあってね。その中でも人類が未だに解明できていない魔法を呪いと呼んでいる。
Okay, so magic we still don't know yet.
人類の魔法技術じゃ原理
Got
の
it.
解除方法もわからない。
じゃあこの村はもう手遅れなのか。
あくまで人類の魔法ではの話だよ。僧侶が使う女神様の魔法なら話は別だ。呪い
Oh,
は
now you're just
Oh,
talking
okay.
confusing.
僧侶のなりわいだからね。どうざい。なんと
Okay,
か
so
な
can
りそう
deal with curses, but mages
せ
can't.
かすな今呪い
Well, I mean, it answers a long old question that we had that if there was different types of magic.
女神様の魔法って
Yep.
他の魔法とどう違うんだ。
女神様の魔法は聖典に記されていて、聖典の所持者しか使えない。そのほとんどは魔族の魔法と同じで、原理が分かっていないんだ。
Except that we taught all of humanity most of the demon's magic.
それに生まれな
Yeah.
がらの
For the last
資質がない
80 years.
使うのは難しい。さらにこの資質は呪いを聞きにくくす
There
る
must be
効果があ
such a wide
確か
variety of types of
女神の
magic.
顔と言われてるんだっけ。だから基本的に僧侶は呪いにも強いんだ。
じゃあ呪いはフリーレンでもうまく防げないのか。
魔法使いでは呪いは感知できないからね。なんとなく攻撃されている感じがするから、この村がまだ呪いの範囲内ってことだけはわかるかな。ムズムズします。
俺ら現在進行形で呪われてるってこと。怖い。
かなり特殊な呪いだと
Let's
い
see
う
the
ことが分
outcome.
かった。
解除できないの？
儀式が必要だ道具もいるこれなら呪いをかけた発信源を叩いた方が早い発信源は魔物だ位置も割り出した
We want to bet that the monster is going to be
話が早くて
Okay.
a hot older woman.
Yes, you are so right.
シュタルク様が寝ているね。一時的にでも目覚めさせられない。
今使える魔法だけじゃ5秒間目覚めさせるのが限界だ。
ないのと同じですね。
とにかく急いだ方が良さそうだな。
For a second, I thought Fern was also gonna pass out and fall asleep on his shoulder.
See, now we have no warrior in the party. But if we had the party composition of before, well, lost Fern.
フェルンが起きない。小休止だって言ったのに。
フェルンも眠っちまったか。
To be fair, though, she was falling asleep before you even entered the town.
Yeah.
結界を張った。二人はここに隠しておこ
う。もう少しだ。
I'm betting Frieren is going to be the next one to fall asleep.
そう。じゃあザイン、魔物が出たら起こしてね。
I don't think she is. Sign. As man.
私が必ず倒すから。
Say what?
あのな、俺の魔法じゃ5秒しか。
See?
フリーレン。
We had the whole conversation about Sign is the only one who's resistant to curses.
Fair enough.
Obviously, I was right, so I mean... no
I was
reason to-
thinking it might be
俺にも戦
Well,
might
she-
be an age thing, but
No.
we'll see.
No, it's the whole priests, or the clergy rather, the only ones immune, and she can only detect that she's being attacked, not that she can do anything about it. Oh man, look at that hot older woman.
混沌下の亜種。
Such a hot older woman.
こいつの肥料ってわけか。
The trick to never being wrong is just redefining your
じわじわと魔
categories.
力を吸い取られ殺され
This is what hot older women look like.
混沌下はその土地を原生植物と交わることで亜種を生み出す。
If this fight were in a video game, this would be a moment where a hammer of the priest comes out.
弱点がコアであることは共通して
Well, I think the odd thing is, if you remember
女神の山荘
if you remember way back to the episode with the ghosts in the woods, this is literally
Yep.
what I assumed was going to be in the woods. What I said was going to be a plant throwing out pheromones and whatnot.
Yep.
It turns out there was actually ghosts there, so who the hell knows?
コアを打ち抜かないと歯同士の乱反射でどこに魔法が飛ぶかわからねえ。下手すればフリーレンに。このままじゃ自利品だ。いっそのことフリーレンを起こすか。でもあいつは勇者一行の魔法使いだ。強力な魔法が反射したらこの森どころか村が消し飛ぶかもしれない。
Yep. That deflection ability will be a problem with
Well,
that much
I
power.
assume that she knew what was going on, and obviously knew she could handle it in 5 seconds. I mean, she can only wake up for 5 seconds, is what he said. And he said, she
Fair
said,
enough.
wake me up when you find the monster.
わからないんですよ。私は冒険者には意思疎通も信頼関係
Are we gonna
必要ないと思う。
understand an obsession with older women?
私の仲間であったフリーレンはその点が
I
拙
don't
なかっ
think
た。
so. This is
だ
more
から
about
私は
Hyder giving us more
信じる
understanding
ことにしました。
into Frieren and the
彼女
composition
は
of parties.
魔王を必ず倒すと言いました。私はその言葉を信じたんですよ。
By virtue of Sign remembering stories in the past, also we got to see his best friend again for the first time in a while.
一人で戦っちゃダメだよ。私が必ず倒すから。
だらしない顔だったな。どうなっても知らねえぞ。目覚めの怪獣。フリーレン、コアだけを。
Here we go. Big boom.
Yeah, it was an indirect spell. It wasn't ready to mirror defend itself.
Yeah. This might be the moment where he sees Frieren as an older woman.
分かった。
You are just focused on this thing happening.
I'm trying to figure out why they're bringing up this older woman thing so much and when they're gonna pay it off. That's what I'm trying to
Because the
figure out.
dude's all about it. I mean,
ありがとうございます。
dude's got
Yep.
one motive in his life. It
こ
doesn't
の
mean
ご恩は忘れません。
it's important.
いや、そこまでのことをしたわけじゃ。
いいえ、おかげで最高の目覚めでした。
Yeah, he found his future wife, that's all.
起きた瞬間にピンときたんだよね。これ魔法反射するやつだって。
お前って本当にすごい魔法使いだったんだな。
でも今回生きて帰れたのはザインのおかげだよ。ありがとうね。
Good job doing that thing.
偉いぞ。
ああの村のお姉さん綺麗だったな。
まだ言ってる。
I guess what's throwing me mostly about Sign. Oh, I guess we were heading there.
魔法都市大
It's just so distant before that I guess it was really big. The thing that's throwing me is that, by the way, Oberst. Oh, I'm sorry, Ostrist, whatever. That Sign hasn't brought up his friend.
なんだ
Like, Sign hasn't been going off about trying to find his friend or anything.
Yeah.
何なの？
いい体だ。容姿も悪くない。お前、私の屋敷に来い。
何なの？
What?
I'm gonna assume he's getting press ganged.
I could see it.
シュタルク。
オルデン教。
Oh, this dude has a daughter.
困ります。
私を知っているのか？
ここは北側諸国の三大騎士オルデン家の屋敷でしょう。あなたの祖父も強引な人だった。
何をわけのわからないことを言っている。どちらにせよ私は今、シュタルクと話している。
私のパーティーの前衛です。
シュタルク、お前と話すにはママの許可が必要なのか？
I don't pull that card.
依頼がある。金なら出す。
バカバカしい。行くよシュタルク。フリーレン様。何そのどうか。
手持ちのロギンだってさ。
話くらいなら聞いてあげてもいいかな。
フリーレン。
シュタルク、出身はどこだ？
中央諸国クレ地方の戦士の村だ。
そうか。私の家系も元はその村の一
Oh, I don't trust this guy.
Again, Stark's brother is in the opening of the show, which makes me think he's still alive.
True.
Never mind. That kid looks like Stark's older brother.
シュタルク様に似ていますね。
Yep.
He looks like the guy from the opening, who I thought was Stark's older brother, because he looks like the guy we had a flashback to before.
それが依頼と何か関係があるんですか？
一月前に魔族との大きな戦いがあってな。その時にビルトが戦死した。敵の将軍と相打ちだったよ。
Okay.
幸いだったのは大規模な乱戦だったことだ。ビルトの死を知っているのはそこにいるガーベルと一部の腹心だけだ。
I need you to be my
シュタルク
son.
に何をさせるつもりですか？
ここ要塞都市フォーリヒはこの地方の守りの要だ。
Is it Stark's bread opening? Or is it Stark?
下げるわけにはいかん。
それまで息子の死を隠すってことが。
3ヶ月後にこの地方の有力者が集まる社交会が開かれる。そこでビルトの健在を示す。
報酬は？
シュトラール金貨10枚。
1年は3食おやつ付きで生活できますよ。魔導書もつけて。
書庫から一冊好きなものを持っていけ。
待ってくれよ。
It's too good of a deal.
第一額の刻を出してるんだよ。
もともと民衆にはビルトは療養中だと伝えてある。そいつは名誉の負傷だ。
シュタルク様、ロギンのためです。
悲しい。
ガーベル、シュタルクに作法を叩き込め。
Well, that's gonna be the problem.
This is gonna make him not an idiot. This is the makeover episode.
Learning how to read.
シュタルク様、
I didn't even think about
練習は
that.
どうですか？
I'm surprised they haven't cut his hair yet.
地獄だぜ。どうかな。
似合ってない。
ひどい。ちょっと外の空気吸ってくる。
That's a man who's exhausted.
オルデン教。
父上と呼べといつも言っている。
I have no idea how his eye
どこ
patch
に
is
人
sticking
の
to his
目がある
face.
かわからん。
冷たすぎるんじゃないか。
I know.
Well, it's loose. It's tied over his hair. It should be through his
私
hair.
は息子
Tight.
の遺言に従っているだけだ。そのための影武者もいた。お前ほど似てはいなかったがな。確かにあまり気分のいいものではないな。だがこれも息子の意思。
He's doing everything he could.
付
Yeah.
き合ってもらうぞ。
不器用すぎるぜあんた。
ムート、もっと背筋を伸ばせ。
はい父上。
I don't name your son Mutt.
次男のムートだ。
Oh, my second son.
なかなか上達
Mutt.
それに比べてシュタルク、あいつは失敗作だ。
He even has the missing eye.
剣技の腕は
This is like 1 for 1.
お前にオルダン家の
Yeah.
教えてやる。どうした？大丈夫だ。深呼吸しろ。ここはお前の故郷の
I
村だ。
think this is not really possible, but this might be his dad.
No, it's not possible.
兄ほどの才はないな。
I mean, even with the fact that he said, "Oh, our family originally comes from there
積
too,"
み上げてきたもの
I
は
don't think
決し
it's
て
no
裏切ら
no
ん。
way.
あいつはいつか
Like,
私よりも強い騎士にな
K-
る。
all it would really take is a hair color change.
それムートに言ってやった方がいいぜ。
いつも言ってい
The
る。
only way
だから調子
it could
に
be
乗ってなかな
possible
か上達せん。
それも大問題
is if everything he said was true, and
私も作法
these
の練
people
習
he
する
just
んですか？
after remember what I said before about them leaving that village, like everybody survived.
Yeah.
I mean, I threw that out there
Yep.
before that everyone survived. That they just came here and then overthrew whoever was here.
頑張ってね。
Like they're not the Orden family, like they say. They just took over.
I don't think it's likely, but
It's a stretch.
there's so many. Yeah, it's a stretch.
I think it's meant to just be not coincidental, but you know. It's meant to heavily remind us.
ここ1ヶ月地獄でした。
ロギンのためだろ。
すみませんでした。
せっかく練習したんだしさ。踊ろうぜ。
本当に似合っていませんね。
She just used that as a compliment.
Look, I didn't have a corset put on me for no reason.
Their footwork bothers me so much, but I get that it's animation.
I mean, it's fine.
No,
If this was the
it's-
80s,
it's-
they'd be
it's an-
sliding across the floor and you wouldn't even see footprints.
There is a big fundamental flaw in what they are doing, and it's the footwork. And it's not that it's not even matching the movement, it's the way they're stepping that bothers me.
俺たちも踊るか？
ケーキ食べる。
そう。
Shall we dance? Nah.
この怪我さえなければ前線に立っていたのは私だった。ビルとも死なずに済んだのかもな。
旦那様。
社交会が終わったよう
What
だ。
happened to your slick back hair?
依頼は終了だ。ガーベル、フリーレンに報酬を渡してきてくれ。シュタルク、お前の戦士としての力量は素晴らしいものだ。お前さえ良ければ。
Hold
こ
on.
れはあんたの息
I
子
feel
Okay,
like the
so I have-
oddest thing he could say right now is that you look just like my
私はお
dad.
前の父親の代わりではない。だが帰る場所なんてないのだろう。クレ地方の戦士の村は魔族に滅ぼされた。
I think there's gonna be an attack on the village,
息子とは喧嘩は
and I think he's gonna have to fight as his
些細
son.
なことでの言い争いだ。お前の顔なんて二度と見たくないと、そう言ってしまった。心にもない言葉だった。お前を見つけた時は奇跡だと思ったんだ。
ならなおさらここには残れねえな。俺も心にもない言葉を言っちまったんだ。育ての親にさ。だから旅の土産話
They help each other heal.
ないとダメなんだ。
そうか。
Oh, wow.
収納魔導書
I realize we're already close to the end.
フリーレン様、もう半日になりますよ。
Yep.
ガーベル様も困ってます。
早くして。
ほら、正気が全くありませんよ。
Oh, fam, I need you to go faster.
まだまだかかりそうだってよ。どうした？
いや、少なくとも後継ぎには困らなそうだ。
忘れられた
名前
英雄か。
もわからん。忘れられた
ずっと孤独だったんですね。
人間は成長が早いな。
私の長寿友達。
Gotta be about, our dwarven friend.
That's what I'm thinking.
Forgotten hero, long decrepit. I don't know. My first guess is obviously.
I think it could also be in relation to like a shrine or statue to Heimel that's just not been taken care of.
No, because I don't think anyone's going to refer to them as a long-lived friend of mine. I mean, he was certainly long-lived at 80, but he wasn't even the longest-lived of the human friends she had.
It's true.
You would refer to Hyder as the long-lived friend of mine. Or Eisen, obviously, because Eisen's still alive.
Eisen's the obvious choice. Eisen's the obvious choice.
I mean, at the same time, why would Eisen be out here?
True. It could be a recognition of the fighting style or the movement.
Or
in
just
Stark
flashbacks.
to Eisen. Or flashbacks.
You know, well, because that's what our thing is all about, like remembering the past journey while we're on the current one. So, you know, Although, who would she be talking about this to? Stark is there.
Could be someone like like the random people that they saved God knows how many years ago.
Or Sign. I guess Sign might not know. Sign has the Hyder connection. He doesn't have the Ison connection.
Fair enough. I don't know.
So yeah, obviously this was just a coincidence episode.
Yeah.
You could very easily put the overlay of Stark's family on top of this family, but these people have their own history. Plus, they know about the Keel village being destroyed.
Yeah.
So, just a weird overlay. Because obviously, the first thing that jumped out to me was Stark would be Mutt. So, and there's already a Mutt.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Anything else?
Um, I'm curious to see if the etiquette and the manners stuff carries over the next episodes.
I mean, I'm not sure how it would, especially because Fern already said doesn't suit you. So, if
But the
if Fern's
first,
against it and he didn't like it to begin with, I don't know why it would
no,
continue.
so the first doesn't suit you was like a I don't like this. The second was a compliment.
I don't know.
It
Stark
was more of a slightly sarcastic, like lighthearted doesn't suit you.
Stark didn't like it, and I think Fern's comment just reinforced.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, of course we'll see. There's 12 episodes to go.
It's true. 12 more episodes to see that I am correct.
Well, no, 12 more episodes for us to not have a final villain fight, and this to end up resolved with conversation.
Either one I'd be happy with.
So, I I cannot see how you could be right about both things. Because literally, why would we have a more refined Stark if we were just wandering into a fight where we need Berserker Stark?
Because you can have both. You can have him be a berserker in a fight and more refined outside of battle.
But why? Why have that character development
Because
just
the
to have him?
duality of man.
I mean, that's a poignant turn of phrase, but I don't think it has anything to do with this show. Because this show has literally just been everybody is what they are on the face of things. It's not about duality. We're not. Maybe Sign, maybe you can make that argument for because that's only been Hyder's arc. But everybody else, it's not duality. It's everybody is the same side of the coin on both sides.
It's true. I could be completely wrong. I'm enjoying the ride either way.
Right. I don't know. Like I said before, a lot of animes can be ruined if you anticipate a thing and then work yourself up to it happening, and it doesn't happen.
Oh, if I see the etiquette stuff fall out the window, I'm perfectly fine.
Well, I'm not
If
specifically
there's no
talking
big
about
fight
that.
at the end, I'm perfectly fine.
All right. Well, any final thoughts about the episode?
Um, the last point is their footwork was absolutely horrible, and they focused on it way too long for my head to not scream.
It seemed fine to me. Obviously, I don't go to as many fancy parties as you do.
Oh no, it's because I taught dance for years. They were doing ballroom dances and stepping on their toes, where you have to step heel to toe when you move forward.
Well, I mean, did you teach classical Japanese dancing?
No, but that was a waltz.
Or was it a variation of the waltz taught specifically in Japan? Or
No,
double
because
down.
this is based in Germany,
Double
which is
down.
one of the original homes of the waltz.
Double down. This is not actually based in Germany. This is based in a fantasy world that uses German language. So, is this just a variation of the waltz taught specifically for thousands of years in a world more storied than our own?
With incorrect footwork that wouldn't allow the movement that happened? Possibly.
To be fair, what I know about prissy noble dances and whatnot, the more difficult a thing is to do, the more nobles want to do it.
Either way,
What do you
I
mean
could
I
have
have
a
to
technical
bind my
conversation for hours.
we mean I have to bind my feet up by rope? Well, yeah, it'll make your feet look more dainty and better. I won't be able to walk. Sure, that's fine. You're a noble lady. Do it.
Yep.
Anyway, I think we need to go ahead and get into our secrets of magic or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're actually
Frieren-
called because it's only written in obviously
Frieren's
Japanese.
fun time. That's what I will call it.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into that then.
早々のフリーレン〇〇の魔法
食卓を幸せにする魔法
What?
食卓を幸せにする魔法
Yeah, make dinner happy.
ざっくりしてるな
量が増えるとかでしょうかとりあえず使って
I got thrown off by the make for a merry bit because it didn't read well for me.
Yeah.
Just make a happy dinner.
な
What?
んか出てきた
Is this an advertisement?
ポンって書いてある
I love it.
なんでしょ
No
う
wonder it's double length. It's a literal paid advertisement.
食べてみてください
やっぱり俺わかったよ
Although I have no idea for what.
あーうまっめちゃくちゃうまいぞこれ
本当だこれだけで
I don't know what type of sauce it is. I can tell the general
Sweet and sour
Like-
sauce?
初めて
They're saying it's sweet and it's sour. So maybe it's sweet and sour sauce.
あーうまかった
It's possible, but it doesn't seem as
牛の
likely.
肉もこれで食べたらうまい
The
のか
fact that the bottle is constantly on screen is what's making me double down on the whole it's an advertisement.
なんでだよみん
Yeah.
なで行こうよ
私はまだ食べてますから私も
It's a very plain bottle
Come
though.
on. 1 second.
Okay. There's more stuff on the actual bottle. I don't know if you saw that there, the actual poster of Frieren with the actual bottle underneath.
I did not, but
It was
saw.
between the credits in this last poster thing that we get at the very end of the shot. There's like an orange background with a lot of text behind Frieren, but the actual bottle
Got it.
beneath her. And as I was commenting, there's like no text on the bottle in the anime short there, but at the very end, there's text all over the bottle.
Either way, it could be a vinegar-based sauce. Is what it's looking like.
That doesn't sound right. They said sweet and sour.
That's where the sour would come from.
Yeah, where would the sweet come from?
The sweet would come from some sort of sugar added.
Raise my
Or
hands
honey.
up in the air. You're the fucking sous chef. Why am I asking? Like, I'm
Yeah.
like debating with you. This doesn't make any sense. You do cooking for a living. I don't know anything. I don't add vinegar to any sauce to anything, and I have a very unrefined palate. I look at these things people cook in cooking shows, and I'm like, I would never eat that to begin with.
Like the thing is, oh god, I knew the answer. It's ponzu.
I don't know what that is.
It's a citrus-based sauce.
Okay. Sounds like something you would add to a salad. I have no idea.
It actually goes surprisingly well on like meat and fish and stuff like that too.
Ha, so how quickly you've changed your mind. You're like, oh man, that's ponzu sauce or whatever you said. It goes surprisingly well with. See?
Yeah.
You've instantly changed your tune. You're singing the
1,000,000%.
praises of ponzu sauce or whatever it was.
Yep.
Again, I think the only I'm gonna say Chinese food. I guess it is Chinese food. Sweet and sour chicken, right? That's
Yeah.
obviously Chinese food, not Japanese food, which is the wrong country to even go for here. So I don't think I've even eaten any Japanese food. The closest I've come to is Chinese food, and I mean that regionally, not like they're actually close food wise. I don't even know.
Uh-huh. No, like it's like my most common hit is usually like sushi or something similar. Oh yeah, no, that's 100% Ponzu. The color matches.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
went back and
I have had
paused
sushi
and poked her.
before. I only had it once, and I think that was when I was on a trip to set up a store, and I was gonna say location. I don't want to dox myself. When I was setting up a store for a retail chain that I worked at. But yeah, I don't think I'd ever had sushi again. Sushi's just not a flavor that
I'm
it's
gonna
not something I
say,
didn't dislike it. It's just not a flavor I actively pursue. As a
hold on. I'm gonna throw a city out there.
Well, that's pretty strong of you. Wouldn't trust that city as far as I could throw it.
I'm gonna say you set up a store in Grand Junction, Denver.
Sure. Let's say
Yeah,
that's exactly where I set that store up at.
100%. And if you're from Grand Junction, shit out to you.
Went to a Planorama at Grand Junction where I stayed in a hotel room with a complete stranger who decided to stay up all night doing weird stuff. And then went to a Japanese restaurant in Grand Junction, Denver. I believe, universally known as the sushi capital of the world.
It's true.
Grand Junction,
It's where
Denver.
sushi was originated.
Yeah. Oh man, those chefs. Grand Junction. Anyway, any final wrap-up thoughts here for this episode?
It was again, it was a cool healing moment for multiple people.
I guess. I mean, I get what your point is there, but I don't. Yeah, I would say yeah. I have really nothing else to add. Maybe the intent was to feel healing, but I feel like that sentiment of loss is not something you're gonna move on from.
Oh, so it's not like the moving on. For one side, it was the start of it's really the start of healing, but it's still a healing moment.
Sure. No, I mean I completely understand what you're saying. It's just I don't know. I don't look at that and say, "Oh, they're healing." Obviously, they've gained something from the interaction, but
Yeah.
obviously they're still in the moment. Like the dad is still like, I regret everything that happened because I may have caused my son to die by
Oh, and
my
that's gonna
word and
say,
action. So he's clearly still in it.
of
So
course. And those moments don't end. My final thing is actually this. Someone out there, name your kid Mutt. I challenge you to do it. You won't because you're a coward. Please don't do it. That is not serious.
You're not familiar with filmography, but Indiana Jones's son is called Mutt.
Chad, that's a bold choice.
I don't think his actual name is Mutt. I think he calls himself Mutt.
Got it.
But yeah, that's, from one of the more recent movies. Anyway, that's a bit off tangent here. I have been Theta. This has been Justin. We are Stone-Faced Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bet.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?